So I'm starting a new series of videos where I update old stages, and it's just the whole video is going to be about that. And I'm going to start with Forest Navel. This stage was featured in the first batch of stages that I made with that brand new account. So you can also check the description for that. So let's get to it. This stage is actually kind of weird because there's all these pieces here which represent the rocks in Pikmin 1, but just the spider in general uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces. That's absurd. It could take up one, you know what I mean? But then it wouldn't have this this kind of 3D effect. This was kind of a long time ago. Like, it's weird that most of making a good stage in Stage Builder is being efficient with the stage weight. But if you want to make a cool gimmick, that's honestly, that's all up to your imagination. This stage is not. This stage isn't very cool. I mean, it doesn't have any gimmick or anything, and I think those are the best stages. I don't know what kind of gimmick can Forest Navel have. I don't know. It's just supposed to be like a legal stage, you know. And the circle tool. The reason people want to avoid using the circle tool is because you can just draw a much more efficient circle. Basically, it uses a bunch of angles that you don't need to use, but it's not exactly useless. A lot of people think that you just never use it. That's not totally true. If I want it to be a circle, I'll make the circle, you know, but I'm gonna have to trace over it anyway, even if I did want it, just to make sure that it's all one piece. That's the secret to stage efficient. And oh, well, no, I can't do that because the stage weight is maxed out. This is honestly the most annoying thing about Stage Builder. Sometimes you want to trace over something, you're maxed out. You want it to be more efficient, but it won't let you because it's already maxed out. You know, it's weird. Why don't these have the little elbows on there, right? I think I'll add them. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get rid of probably these rocks. The thing is, though, once I get rid of this stuff, I don't know what I'm gonna add. I'm gonna have to add a bunch of stuff. At least just random. What am I gonna add though? I don't know what I'm gonna add. Okay, here's how you do it. The grid is just a suggestion. You don't need to listen to the grid. Honestly, if you're tracing over stuff, it should be easy enough. This is why I recommend using the TV, like you know, docked mode, because I just feel like you can really choose where you want to put it. You know, instead of just hoping that you tap the right spot, you can actually look exactly where you're doing it. Oh, you know what? Maybe. I wonder if the circle should be its own. No, it shouldn't. Nah. See, we have to do this pair of legs first because we want it to be slightly behind the other one. Because the legs are actually just pieces in general. They start to overlap each other if they are a newer object. If you build it later. Honestly, this was overdue anyway. I should have. I don't know. At this point, when I made this stage, you can't really blame me for not doing all this, but. Because I can't believe this was a year ago where I made this. That's kind of the worst thing about making a stage is that right there. I was making a stage earlier based on, well, inspired by, it's not actually based on it, but it's like Pokey Floats. And it would have knocked your socks off, and then it crashed because of that glitch I was talking about in the video last week. That stage will come out, by the way. You know what, we can make this more efficient anyway, right? Let's do every other angle instead of every angle. So here we are again. I don't know if it's clear why that happens, but that happens because You tap too close, and it thinks that you're trying to complete the line, and it doesn't want you to make it that short. So it just quits the whole thing, which is pretty annoying. I wish you could, because undo and redo, like the D-pad, they don't do anything here. Why can't they undo the last option that you did? But no, they just don't do anything. Doesn't make sense to me. I'm not sure how good this is going to look, to be honest. These little elbows or whatever these are. Yeah, see, I just don't want to tap too close to it. That's just literally the problem here. It doesn't need to be exact, right? It doesn't need to be totally like... Because this is thinner. You know, if you stretch this out, because it's technically a platform, it's going to be really thin like that compared... Why did it do that? Please don't complete the line. Okay. We'll just put it right there. Okay, here we go. This leg is complete. Boom. That's in the main ground, that's fine. Okay, and then we just need to do this leg, this pair, because of the circle, the body or whatever, that's already done. So now we just need to do this, and then we're gonna save a bunch of stage weight. And I don't know if I mentioned this yet, I do have a whole video that's for about stage weight and how to preserve it. You should probably check that out if you're interested in more of this. Here's a trick, watch this. If you tap right there, keep holding L. Well, it takes a minute to actually. You can drag it and be very precise. Wow, isn't that crazy? Also, I'm kind of winging these little joints because they have to be smaller. They're supposed to be farther away compared to where the spider actually is. Okay, so we completed it. Let's see how it looks, because it could look like anything. Well, first we need to make sure... Okay, so that's what it looks like. That's not that bad, especially because we're about to take out half the stage weight here. So I guess we're just gonna delete everything on here and see how much it removes. Okay, watch this. That is a lot, because it was a ton of objects. Wow, that's kind of crazy. And I probably could have made it look better as well. And look at that. You know, originally when I was sketching out the stage, I wanted the spider to move. I think that's why I made it multiple parts at first. But it's like, I think that was the whole gimmick of the stage. It's kind of why I thought to make it. But that wasn't gonna happen. That was not possible. So here we go. And it's, look at the stage weight. That's kind of crazy. Really, it kind of looks better. Up here, I could have tried. It does look better, especially now it has those little knobs. I call it something different every time, but they're little elbows. Okay, so now we fix that up. Now what do we actually add? Right, what do we actually add to this? You know what, I should have probably made these farther away. Like these a little bit up. Yeah, what do I add to this though? Oh, I guess I can, because they're separate pieces. Well, there we go. Oh, I could add little Pikmin in the ground. I can add some other stuff. There's so much stuff that you can add to Forest Navel. You can add the mushroom thing, but where do you add it at this point? Maybe, okay. Sometimes I hate when I come up with a good idea. Because it would fix this problem. Man, whatever. Get rid of this, watch. Anyway, watch what we're gonna do. I should have planned this out better, but I did not. Forest Navel, it's kind of like a cave. So what we're gonna do is we're going to bring this back so I can see it. Yeah, we're gonna add this. Okay, this is actually gonna look a lot better. I'm glad that we have this much weight to work with too, because sometimes updating stages when you don't have any weight is kind of really annoying. I also fixed this up as well a little bit, at least the legs, kind of recently. I'm always like fixing up the old stages, so they always look a little bit different in like the older videos compared to. Actually, sometimes they look way different. Anyway, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Go back. Let's go back to here. No. Go back to here. No. Go back to over here. Okay, like this. It's gonna be a cave. That's what it's gonna be. Even though there aren't really moments like these. Like, this isn't really a thing in this level, but it kind of is. It would definitely represent it better, I think. And the reason that we did this weird thing here with the, why this is here is so we can save the weight yet again. Because you're not going to see that anyway. It's just going to look like totally enclosed because you won't be able to see it. But actually, I'm curious if this is all one part, right? Okay, good. That means I wasn't a total idiot back then. 1 year ago. Alright, now we do this. And now you can see it looks kind of ridiculous. And let's see if this is one part. I have a feeling it won't be. Yeah, it's not. Well, that's fine. Whatever. Maybe make this dirt in the back. This is a good way. This is a really easy way to give some kind of 3D depth to a stage. I will actually connect these and then continue on to what I was doing. Because there is grass like this. This sort of represents the grass that the Pikmin pull up. It was very annoying. Like, I don't know what was going on with this. I don't know why that looks so different. It looks way worse. Just never listen to you. That's why also, the rocks also I needed to include because it's just a very important part in my opinion because it was just the absolute worst. So you can't even see it. That's weird. Maybe that's why it was like that. Let's see. Nah, I mean, I don't know. Couldn't really see it anyway. Okay, well, let's do it again. You know, this video will be a rambling video, and I'm okay with that. It's kind of like the streams that I do, honestly. It's just kind of the same energy. Okay, so that works, you know. That's, whatever. Like I was saying, this is a good way to get depth into a stage. See, like I was mentioning earlier, the wood here was made after this object. So it's actually kind of causes a problem. Let's just do this. It's probably all you can see anyway. This does cause a problem because now it's going to cover it up. So I guess we're going to do some of this. It's going to give it some depth, you know. Like I keep saying, it's going to look like it's literally imprinted into the ground. This was intentional. This was planned from the beginning. There we go. And this is not going to be visible, so let's just do that. Alright, so this is going to look like a cave, and it's going to look so good. I'm going to put a mushroom thing in there, or something. I'm going to put something in there. Okay, so, we have a little bit more going on here. And maybe I can add some foreground. Okay, because, you know, originally I didn't want you to see the dirt back there. I wanted it to specifically be just almost look like a even farther layer, but I think this looks fine. I like that the dirt goes farther. Yeah, okay, you know what might be interesting? Pikmin carrying something, like back and forth, but I kind of messed it up with this terrain here. If this is supposed to be straight, well then just draw over it. But yeah, that's a lot of wasted stage weight, but maybe I can just make it look intentional with some of this. Make it dirt instead? Let's see how that looks. And then make this black. Oh, I can't make that black because that'll affect that. I like the black. Okay, undo everything. Undo, keep it like this. Okay, now we get the black. So do I like the imprint or not? I do. So redo. Honestly, yeah, that's good. Alright, are we putting the dirt there or not? If we are, maybe we should do this. There we go. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, so I want them to be carrying a part down here, and I might want that to be the gear, the automatic gear, which I guess I can quickly show you how to make a gear as well. There you go, and you're not done yet though, because remember, you have to trace over everything. I don't know, do I want, maybe I can have it carrying an enemy or something, maybe that'd be better. Because there's not really any enemies represented here. Maybe the mushroom thing. You know what? New idea. We're gonna put that weight into something else. Not 2 flowers, just 1, and we're gonna put it right in the middle. Okay, I think we're gonna have the little puff stool running around down here, which is the little mushroom thing. Which I think that'll be pretty easy, to be honest. Okay, that took a while. I don't think I'm gonna have it move back and forth then. It can just dance in place, that's fine. See, this is also wasted stage weight. I should have made it go straight down, but sometimes it's whatever. He's standing on a little pedestal and everything, wow. Honestly, not bad though. Not a bad situation. Okay, so actually we can make him dance a little bit more. Let's really make him dance. Excellent. Okay, so he's doing that. Another enemy. Which one are we going to pick? Another enemy. I think that this one everybody knows. We'll do Fiery Blowhog. And we still have like a ton of space left. Like a ton. Okay, how do you make it not look like it has 8 legs? I'll just trace it just for reference. And now we have to trace it again with whatever I'm going to put here, which I do want to actually put this on there to make sure this works right. Okay, the final time, and the eyes as well. See, now we're good. Now we're good. Shrink to the right size. The red doesn't mess up that much. Sponge or ice? Because it has beautiful blue eyes. I'm gonna make it shaped like this, just so it scales down better. Actually, it's not gonna scale down very well. Okay. Yes, that's what we need. I'm actually surprised that worked as well as it did. You know, there is a trick where you can get rid of this weird, because, you know, it kind of shrinks once it goes inside another object, and there is a way to get rid of that. But I already made this one, and kind of requires you to change that. But, see, I always like this way, because you can easily do that. Boom. Looks exactly how I want it to look, except for this red stuff, which I might get rid of if I have the weight. And what else is there? I don't think I want to add any other enemies or anything. Maybe some foreground. I was actually thinking maybe I could do like a bridge. Like, there's a bunch of bridges in Forest Navel, but I might just leave the layout the same. It's like a legal stage in the way that this slope is kind of crazy. This slope is not as crazy, and then this one, well, that's moving way too fast, you know. This guy's got to slow down. This is just how legal stages are. I think this stage is pretty much wrapped up, except I did like the little rocks at the beginning. Let me save real quick, just because that's just what Stage Builder is now. Yeah, as soon as I complete this, it's gonna yell at me. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I mean, we know that we can save more room, though. But I could get rid of the foreground, because that's not doing a lot at all. Let's just get rid of that. The foreground was just getting in the way of the thumbnail anyway. That's the only reason people download stages, right? You can kind of make the stage weight go over the limit with the gear if you just put it last. Okay, see, we're kinda getting there. Okay, you know what? That's it. And honestly, that might look more like the rocks from Pikmin than before. Disable grabbing. And look at that. Look what's left. Just enough for a gear. I don't know, he should be pretty happy at this point, so... Wow, look at him go. Let's move it even further down. Make him dance a little bit more. That's not enough. That's not enough for the puff stool. Okay, I'm just not going far enough. Perfect. Got the rocks. Okay, so now we're good. It's just a pure improvement, in my opinion. We added some things to the Pikmin stage. I hope there's a lot of Pikmin fans here. The ID will be in the description, and it'll also be in that original video. New high-effort custom stages for you by me, _Smash Ultimate. There'll also be a link to that in the description where you can find other stages with this. So, thank you for watching. I hope this was kind of helpful. And there's also a bunch of stage tutorials that I have. The playlist for that is also in the description. You should watch my older videos and tell me which stage I should enhance like this. Thank you for watching. Bye.